teams' offenses were better than their defenses. Both teams' benches played very, very well. I think in the second half, Portland have to make sure they cut down on the turnovers, and they've got to go at Memphis inside, make them guard their power post-up game. And then Memphis, the more up-tempo it can be, the better off they're going to be. So they've got to continue to try to get stopped so they can get out and have their bigs run by the bigs of Portland.
Trailblazers had a 10-point lead, and then the Grizzlies put on a run and led at one point 31-30, and then 10 in a row run off by Portland, and then the Grizzlies cut it down toward the end. So as we start the second half, Jason Williams playing with 3 personal fouls. We'll bring it up. Pau Gasol is in there, along with Lorenzen Wright, Gordon Giricek, and Shane Battier for Memphis. So third quarter, the key always for Portland when they outscore. And the three-point basket by Jason Williams, his first points of the game.
Again, Brevin Knight had a great first quarter by attacking Scottie Pippen as he tried to be a help defender. There, Williams did it. Shooting the open 3, that's going to be a key for Memphis in the second half.
Bonzi Wells, who had 10 points, tied with Scottie Pippen for the scoring lead with 10. And Dale Davis with an errant pass turns it over. That's 11 turnovers. Open is Lorenzen Wright. So 5 straight points to start the third quarter.
Again, force the turnover. Portland is not getting much out of the Pippen post-up. Turnover, fast break basket. Jason Williams very aggressive in his push, kicking it to Lorenzen Wright for the open jump shot.
Timeout called by the Trailblazers to try to stem the tide.
Here's Jason Williams is fronting, gets a hand on the high-low pass. Battier does a nice job getting the outlet at, and Jason Williams pushes it, draws the bigs of Portland, kicks it out to Lorenzen Wright, spotting up. Nice fast break by the Grizzlies.
And speaking of the bigs of Portland, they'll start the same group that started the game. Dale Davis with Zach Randolph and Bonzi Wells up front. And in the backcourt, Derek Anderson and Scottie Pippen. Pippen with 10 points. Wells also with 10, but you can see the furrowed brow of Mo Cheeks. Doesn't like what he's seeing now as his lead has been cut to 1.
You never want to come out in the third quarter where you need to reestablish your identity and your intensity and have a team go 5-0 right off the bat.
Here's Anderson, leaves it for Davis, and the jumper hits Bonzi Wells. And with Rasheed Wallace, who is the leading scorer at over 17 again, they're going to need a lot from Wells. Missing the lay-in inside. Off the rim was Lorenzen Wright. Portland coming back in the early moments, and the offensive foul going against Portland as Battier hits the deck, and Bonzi Wells with his second.
Very good defense, one-on-one. Bonzi Wells crosses over, Battier moves his feet. Very good at cutting off the baseline. Wells used his arm to create the contact. Good call by the official.
Grizzlies, a very young team, and with Jerry West, and a bad pass that time by Gasol, but picked up by the Grizzlies with plenty of time on the clock. Giricek, and open is Lorenzen Wright. He was wide open, short-rimmed it, and here's Scottie Pippen coming back from Portland. Trailblazers will play for the next 5 on the road after this game. Zach Randolph misses a good percentage inside shot.
Very good penetration that time by Wells, finding Zach Randolph. He's got to convert those.
Giricek with the stop and the hit. 8 points for Gordon Giricek out of Croatia. He is the leading three-point percentage shooter on this team. Portland by 1. Here's Davis against Lorenzen Wright. Good defense by Wright. Williams throws it away.
Again, they had a nice opportunity transition. Williams pushed it, came to the three-point line, saw Gasol. He had Giricek in the other corner where Giricek's at his best, spotting up at the three-point line.
And the pushing foul on Giricek. Jason Williams, by the way, has improved his assist-to-turnover ratio tremendously.
And Giricek's I have never seen him before live. That's a tough move, that in-between pull-up game. Not many people in the NBA have that.
And Pippen with the short lob pass to Dale Davis. 3-point lead now for Portland. A little more than 3 minutes gone by. tie, 9:10 to go in the third. Williams defended by Pippen. Williams with 3 fouls in the game. Giricek for 3, he's got it. Gordon Giricek, so Giricek and Williams both hitting from downtown.
You've seen him do 3 things, Giricek. Drove it baseline and dish to right, he missed it. Showed the pull-up jump shot and now the 3-point game. He is really an accomplished, skilled offensive player.
And there's Derek Anderson answering with a 3. 55-52, so an exchange of 3 points, and that is the first 3-pointer for the Trailblazers in this game.
I really think they should leave Jason Williams down there and give him a little bit of help, but I think the double team is giving up too many easy baskets. Scottie Pippen's not a great post-up player. Make him make some shots.
Williams in and out for the 3. They double team down low on Lorenzen Wright, leaving Williams free. Now Bonzi Wells at the top with Battier defending. Portland in their second game without Rasheed Wallace, who was suspended, and the timeout is called, and Scottie Pippen with some words for Mike Callahan, and a technical foul called against Pippen. So there you have it. The Trailblazers don't take anything sitting down, do they?
And that's their most poised veteran player who just took the foul. Again, he was thinking that Jason Williams had too much contact. Jason Williams did a great job fronting the post, and then on the lob, he got great help. And here comes Pippen. I think a wrong reaction. I don't think there was a foul, and there certainly was no need to take a technical foul at that time.
And complicated with an infection. He has played in every game. His minutes has increased to 37. He has given the Trailblazers more than you would have expected, and here is Jason Williams shooting the technical free throw and making it. So Portland's lead now 2.
Pippen may have had a point that he got swiped across the face on the help as the lob pass came in. But knowing the temperament of the rest of the players on his team, I think it's really important that he, as a veteran, he as a person who has won 6 championships, show them the demeanor on how to handle a difficult call.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the guy that calms the team down on the floor. That was one of the reasons they acquired him to begin with. Anderson's shot.
Now the ball goes in. He deflects it. Now just guard your man one-on-one. Don't reach, move your feet. An obvious, easy call for the official. Williams has played great in transition, knocking down the 3s. This is a big momentum breaker right there.
Yeah.
Him getting his 4th.
Yeah, Jeff, he was the spark of this team in this third quarter, so he comes out, and Brevin Knight comes in with 4 fouls, and here is Scottie Pippen off the glass. Paul Gasol keeps his balance, has the rebound. 3-on-1, Knight feeding Giricek with the basket. Well, maybe they didn't lose their momentum because this team taking advantage of the transition off the turnover, leading by 4 on an 8-0 Memphis run.
And again, all that's happened in transition. Portland's got to get more people back to protect the basket, and we got another run out here.
Battier knocked the ball away, and Giricek, and the follow-up by Gasol. The basket counts and a foul. So the Memphis Grizzlies has a capacity crowd of over 19,000 on its feet here as they have come out big here in the third quarter and take the lead and can add to it.
You see the outlet right here. They've got a 3-on-1. They need a second defender back. Giricek finishes with the layup. Here, Giricek should have dropped the ball back to Gasol. Gasol got it anyway on the second shot. Fouled, 3-point play possibility. Right now, Portland's transition defense is substandard. They need to get a second or third defender back and make Memphis grind it out in the half court.
And Memphis doing anything but grinding it out. And right now the timeout called by Mo Cheeks as Gasol hits the free throw. 7-point Memphis lead. And Battier with a real good defensive play under the basket at the other end started their second fast break. Brown was not only a teacher to his players, but a mentor to many of his assistant coaches. 8 assistants who served under Hubie with the Atlanta Hawks or the New York Knicks went on to become NBA head coaches.
Now That's quite an array of coaches. Mike Fratello, again, like normal, complaining that he didn't get a call. But I was fortunate to work for Rick Pitino at Providence College and with Brendan Malone. And those are some great, great basketball coaches that Hubie Brown developed.
Following the timeout, Portland down by 7. And here is Pippen. Anderson, 3 on the shot clock. Tight defense by Garachek as he blocks Anderson's shot. And Brevin Knight is fouled by Pippen, who grabbed his hand. So they continue the aggressive play at both ends.
And again, I'm impressed by Garachek, not only his offensive ability, but he's not getting beat off the dribble. Here he's moving his feet, then he goes up, finishes it off, contests and blocks the shot. He has better length and better quickness defensively than most people would suspect.
Garachek sits down, and into the game for the first time, Mike Batiste, a rookie who was waived by the LA Clippers and signed right before the season began. Out of Arizona State, here is Brevin Knight with the jumper, and ahead of the field is Pippen, and he's going to get the basket. So he beat Knight down court after Knight missed the jumper, and he got burned. Pippen now with 14.
Again, in transition, you want to get as many easy baskets as you can, but not give them up. Transition defense is the hardest thing to teach a team, and it's really what separates a lot of teams in this league. The number of easy baskets you give and the number of easy baskets you prevent.
There's an opportunity. Of course, it's still Trailblazers ball, but they didn't take advantage of the 2-on-1.
See, Pippen contests here in the left corner, runs out. Knight takes too long to get back. Good advance pass. Pippen catches and finishes.
Trailblazers inbounding as we wind down to the 4-minute mark in the third. Bonzi Wells and hitting from outside. Well, you want him to take that shot.
Exactly. That's excellent defense by Drew Gooden. He forced the perimeter jump shot by Wells. He contested it high and hard. Wells just knocked it in. Great shot, good defense.
Wells and Pippen each with 14, and the only Trailblazers in double figures. And Arvydas Sabonis in the game, and he makes Lorenzen Wright alter his shot. So Portland coming back now, trailing by 3 with 3:42 remaining in the third. Here's Sabonis with the familiar hook shot, and now all of a sudden it's a 1-point game.
Again,
Spending too much time on the bench for the Grizzlies' liking. McGinnis, the former Clipper, who decided to play with Portland, putting up the shot. Basket counts and a foul. And Brevin Knight picking up the personal, and he's got 3.
Again, that's where McGinnis is at its best. He drives the ball baseline into that 12 or 15-foot area. He goes up, elevates over Brevin Knight. Knight fouls again, another jump shooter. That's his second mistake fouling jump. Unfortunately, John Lucas got fired, and Keith Smart
on the shot clock. The turnaround, Battier, and the shot clock expired. Credit Shane Battier.
Good defense, but Portland missed an opportunity. They threw it into Sabonis. He threw it out. They should have reposted him, give him a second look. You can't ignore a 7'3" skilled post-up player, and sometimes I think Portland overlooks his greatness in the low post.
No question about it, because he can be so valuable as a passer when he gets the ball or putting up the shot. He's been around, to say the least, and Sabonis reaches in and fouls Lorenzen Wright. You know, the three-point shooting, and Hubie told us this before the game, has to be key for them today, and it's been that way. They're 6 of 13 from beyond the arc. Portland struggling at 1 for 7. You know, that's 15-point difference right there.
And that's one of the ways they miss Rasheed Wallace. Wallace, as a four-man, is their second leading three-point shooter behind Damon Stoudemire, who doesn't play. So it's critical Wallace's absence off the three-point line.
Steal by Patterson as he just took the ball away out at the point. From Garachek. Quiets the crowd somewhat as the Trailblazers leading by 2. 6 on the shot clock. Going up without the ball is Garachek. And Battier gets it back, nearly throws it away. Memphis a little reckless right now on the offensive end. Daniels feeding McGinnis, hitting a jumper, and Hubie may want the timeout. Yes.
And again, turnovers leading to easy baskets in transition. The teams are playing well and scoring well in transition. Here, a steal by Patterson, leading to a transition dunk.
Memphis has lost a lot of close games and 4 out of 5 overtime affairs. Battier defended by Ruben Patterson, and the foul called against Patterson, who quickly denies fouling.
No culpability at all. But you're right about closers in this league. Just like in baseball, certain players want to play in the first 3 quarters of the game. Not as many want to play down the stretch when it's all on the line. You've got to always find those people with the courage, like Jason Williams as he throws up a 3, who will want to finish a game.
Pau Gasol trying to the follow-up out of bounds, and they're going to say Portland's possession. So David Jones saw it best from the sideline, and the turnover gives the ball to Mo Cheeks' Portland Trailblazers. Remember, this is the second game of a 7-game suspension. They're going to have to go without Rasheed Wallace, who had his season's high against the Grizzlies last Wednesday. 38 points, added 10 rebounds. It's going to be tough without him. Sabonis with the shot. You're right. You get it down low to him, he can do many things.
You have to keep milking that matchup. He's too big, he's too strong, and he's too skilled to be defended by one man. And if he's double-teamed, he'll hurt him with the pass.
Grizzlies only 1 for 8 shooting here in this quarter, and the jump drop from the corner by Giricek.
Again, another impressive one-on-one move. One hard dribble to the baseline and then elevates. He's 6'6", and he's got a good bounce to his pull-up jump shot.
Giricek with 15 points, leading the Memphis scorers, and they have 5 players in double figures. Terrific balance, but here's that man Sabonis again, and it won't drop. The offensive rebound, Randolph, the basket and the foul. Zach Randolph, who has not done much offensively and forced into the starting lineup to replace Rasheed Wallace with a chance for a 3-point conversion.
Here Sabonis comes across the middle, goes to his hook. Randolph just bullies Lorenzen right underneath the basket, seals him under, rebound, 3-point play opportunity. Defensive rebounding, Dick, has been an Achilles heel for Memphis the entire year. It's hard to win when other teams are getting more shot opportunities.
In his second year from Michigan State, Zach Randolph with under 6 minutes to go in the 4th. And a foul called against Randolph for the Trailblazers. And you can see Maurice Cheeks say, let's settle down here. Let's not start complaining about these calls and possibly risking another technical.
And also, those are the type of fouls that get you in the penalty too early in the 4th quarter. That's their 4th team foul, an unnecessary foul. So now, if you need to take a foul at some point, it puts them in to the bonus.
Basket counts, Jason Williams, and the foul. So that'll be the 15th foul for Portland. And Jason Williams, who has had to battle foul trouble with 12 points all coming here in the second half.
Gasol gives him a handoff. Jason Williams, nice spin move, gets a kind bounce, and a chance for another 3-point play opportunity.
McGinnis bumping him, and Williams now with 13 points, including 3 from downtown, and the Trailblazer lead is cut to 4.
And because of the Sabonis matchup, Memphis has gone back to their 3-2 zone.
McGinnis and Daniels outside, and here is Patterson driving to the basket nicely. Ruben Patterson now with 11.
You have to close out on Patterson and play him as a driver. Shane Battier, even in the zone, got beat to the middle of the floor. You want perimeter players driving the ball baseline, but you should not be overextending on Patterson.
Williams throws the ball away, and the layup by Antonio Daniels, and Hubie Brown really upset now, will call the timeout. So the turnover resulting in the easy transitional basket, and Ruben Patterson becoming the big spark here. It'll be a 20-second timeout called by Memphis as Portland opens up an 8-point lead. To go plenty of time as the Trailblazers opening up an 8-point lead. And a steal, another bad pass, and Antonio Daniels going in with the easy basket. So too many easy hoops for the Trailblazers, who open up the 10-point lead. And Williams again with the pass, and didn't have enough mustard on it.
And again, they switched along the baseline, and then Daniels shot the gap for the steal, which leads to another transition dunk, which has really ignited their run.
And the Trailblazers now have matched their biggest lead. A pull-up by Daniels. Antonio Daniels, once a first-round pick by the Vancouver Grizzlies, is doing some damage here in the fourth.
1/4 of Portland's points in this game is fast break transition baskets. They've got 10 transition points in this fourth quarter alone.
And Mo Cheeks saying, what are we going to do without Rasheed Wallace and his production? He says other people are going to have to step up. Well, today he's gotten 40 points from his bench.
And his bench has played not just well offensively, but also defensively, getting them some stops and some opportunities to get out in transition, which has led to that bench production.
Portland with the biggest lead of 12, and now the Grizzlies trying to come back. A low pass to Battier, and so no fast break opportunity with under 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Lorenzen Wright and Battier for three. Shane Battier for three, and that is the 7th three-pointer by the Grizzlies tonight.
And they needed that basket to try to get themselves back and energized. Offensively, they've been struggling to handle the ball there. A good pass, right on time and on target, led to a great shot opportunity for Battier.
And there's the lob pass, McGinnis to Ruben Patterson. And once again, the bench getting the job done. Patterson with 13 points, and Scottie Pippen looks like he may be sitting for the rest of this game. Trailblazers by 11. Jason Williams in traffic. Battier, and a no basket if it goes. There's a foul.
McGinnis is penetrating. Battier gets sucked out to the corner. McGinnis throws it up to Patterson, making a baseline cut. Great pass, great timing. Poor defense by Sean Battier because, again, Ruben Patterson is not a spot-up shooter. He should have been jammed in the lane. He should not have gotten beat back door for an alley-oop block.
Williams hitting the free throw. Foul was on McGinnis. He has 15 points to lead the Trailblazers, and Jason Williams making them both. All of his 15 points have come in the second half. The lead is 9 as we get close to the 3-minute mark here in the fourth. Portland Trailblazers tied for 6th in the West right now with the Houston Rockets coming into today's play with 12 games in action on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Here is Ruben Patterson from the corner, batted away from Sabonis. Here's Williams again. And the pass inside, and Gasol let it go by, and Lorenzen Wright gets the basket. Memphis a little fortunate there, Jeff.
Again, that's the second time Williams has left his feet to make a pass. Gasol and Lorenzen Wright were looking up at the basket, expecting a rebound. Fortunately for them, a catch and a layup.
7-point game. Under 2.5 to go. Zach Randolph with a key basket.
Again, there's the value of Sabonis. They threw it into him. Randolph made a cut. Nice little bounce pass. Easy basket for Randolph.
And Williams for three. Sabonis getting the rebound and knocked away. And a foul is called against Lorenzen Wright.
And again, Jason Williams is trying to tell Gasol, keep your eyes on me. Let's keep eye contact on the break. I may leave my feet and look to you. But Gasol's got a tough thing. He's running the floor looking layup, but he's also trying to get an area established to get rebounding position.
So Sabonis will go to the free throw line. He has played 29 minutes with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he is truly the relief pitcher. You know, Maurice Cheeks just says, points to his right arm, come on in.
And they went to that relief pitcher early and long. They're going to have to ice Sabonis down for about a week to get him back.
Yeah, he won't be able to go an inning tomorrow, will he now?
No, he may not come off and play in their next game.
Still working, and they know they need some help. And the Memphis Grizzlies will get help. As you mentioned, they got a great staff. 22 points for Wright. 6 players in double figures, however, for Portland. McGinnis with 15 leads the way. Lorenzen Wright led the Grizz with 22 points.
Lost to